Alright, back for another quick rant. This one has nothing to do with CLOT or CLOT politics or my renegade views. I apologize for being a rebel, but it's in my nature. As a good friend of mine said in the CLOT community, come to the dark side, we have milk and cookies. Anyhow, this one is going to talk about the concept of training. I believe there's no such thing as overtraining. You just have to train smart. If you think of men in the old days, they did a lot of manual labor, and they did a lot of things that man of today can't do or doesn't do or complains about. The most men of today are, I hate to say it guys, and please don't be offended, but a lot of men are pussies. And a lot of men are, frankly, having low testosterone and estrogen issues and cortisol issues because of the way society is. Our forefathers and our ancestors worked hard to be where they are. And you're here because of them. So you owe them something. You owe your ancestors something. And I think the one thing we all owe our ancestors as men is that we must continue to be men. If you're a man, be a man. Take care of your responsibilities. And in terms of your own self, train hard. Okay? You're going to get better at whatever you're doing if you train it. Or whatever you're studying. I apologize for the traffic here. Somebody's honking. He's not honking at me. He's honking at somebody in front of us. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. The idea of training and overtraining. I hear this all the time from people. Oh, you can't squat every day. You're going to hurt your knees. You're going to fuck up your back. You're going to fuck up your knees. Well, no, you're not. If you train smart, you're going to do really great things, okay? There's a lot of scientific way of how to train and how to squat and how to recover. So, to the people saying that you're going to get bad knees, no. If you learn how to squat properly with good form, you're going to take the pressure off of the knees and you're going to distribute the pressure across the entire body. So I'm going to try to make this video quick. There's plenty of videos to teach you how to squat. If you want to learn how to high bar squat, low bar squat, Olympic squat, there's plenty of people on YouTube who can teach you. In fact, they're better than I am. All I can tell you is I've squatted for 11 weeks straight every day. And my knees feel stronger than ever, better than ever. My body feels stronger and better than ever. Okay, I've dropped about 39 to 40 pounds between my keto diet and squatting and deadlifting and exercising and conditioning for martial arts. Here's the truth, right? If you want to recover from all this training, my first word of advice is every time you take a hot shower, finish your shower with a cold shower. Make sure you have your nutrition in order. Make sure you have your supplements. Make sure you have all your proper nutrition. If you are serious about looking better, then I suggest you either count your macros, count your calories, or you can follow another approach which works really well, which is the approach I like, is stay on a keto diet or a cyclical keto diet, which means if you're on a keto diet, you cut out breads, sugars, and you cut out rice and all kinds of starchy carbohydrates, and you reduce your sugars to 20 grams a day if you're really strict. And if you're training a lot, you can afford to reduce your sugars to 50 grams a day, between 50 to 100 grams a day, depending on how hard you're training. Personally, I like to keep it within the range of 30 grams to 50 grams of carbs a day, which is low carb, really. But what that does is it puts your body into a state of ketosis where you are burning fat in your body and you're using fat as fuel instead of using sugar as fuel. There's a lot of research on this, medical research. They're finding now that keto diets prevent and reverse type 2 diabetes. It also can prevent and also reverse certain cancers. They're finding that it also prevents Alzheimer's disease. Most competitive bodybuilders and some of the top powerlifters that aren't fat fucks, they're on a keto diet. Or they're on something called an anabolic diet. The anabolic diet is the same thing as a keto diet, except every 7 to 10 days, they cycle off of it. So for example, you'll have 10 days of keto, okay, or 9 days of really strict keto, and then on the 10th day, you have between 100 to 300 grams of carbs, okay? That's going to produce an anabolic effect where your body's going to produce insulin, and it's also going to produce testosterone and growth hormone at the same time. So the guys that do this tend to get really strong, really big, and cut pretty quick. Now, the trick is, once that cheat day has occurred, you got to go back into keto very strictly. Otherwise, you're going to turn into a fat fuck. So this is the problem with a cyclical diet, and I do not recommend it if you have health issues. If you have some kind of diabetes or some type of cancer or anything like that, stay away from a cyclical keto diet. Just stay on a strict keto diet. But if you're healthy, then you can certainly do a cyclical keto diet where every 7 to 10 days you have a cheat day of 100 grams of carbs. Like what I try to do is I'll stay in keto for 7 days a week, and then I'll hit a cyclical keto day where I'll have a refuel day where I have carbs. And what I do is the next day, I just go back into a strict keto. And a good thing to do with your keto diet that really helps out is intermittent fasting. When you're doing your intermittent fasting, you stop your last meal, whatever time of the day at nighttime. Let's say you stop eating at 8 o'clock at night. Then you don't eat again until 10 in the morning the next day. So you want to fast at least 12 hours, between 12 to 18 hours after your last meal. The only thing you can have is black coffee or green tea, no sugar, water, okay? Stay away from fruit juices and all that sugary shit. Everything turns into sugar that's a carbohydrate, okay? Even if you don't have a sweet tooth, but you're eating rice and you're eating bread, you're eating potatoes and shit like that, you're going to turn into a fat fuck because that stuff causes sugar and it causes all kinds of imbalances, and it's going to cause issues with estrogen and cortisol. So my advice is, learn about intermittent fasting, learn about a keto diet. The beauty about intermittent fasting is that it produces growth hormone in your body, helps you heal faster, and it helps you heal the mitochondria inside the body, which means when you train hard, you're going to repair yourself within a 24-hour window. Anyhow, I got to go. I hope you enjoyed that rant and you got something out of it. Please click like and subscribe. See you soon.